your jam just for you. No script, no cue.
I was trying to think of a language to speak in, but I can't think of one. Boreda, Mengkin Dwi. That's all I know from Welsh, how to introduce myself. Good morning, I'm Mengkin.
Hello, Mengkin. And I am JJ. So we are here. We are here in the Maximum Effort Studios in Japan and in sunny San Diego.
Sunny
And
San
we
Diego.
are here to talk about sumo.
Sumo, sumo, sumo. Sumo. Sumo, sumo, sumo. Sumo.
Yes. And so the big thing here is that in this particular episode, we're going to we already know that Mengkin ate crow, right? And he made some predictions. And when you make predictions, things do go awry. And I think one of the biggest upsets is definitely Mr. Edible Jonyehas. Jonyehas. Or I'm sorry, what is it?
Jonyehas.
Jonyehas. He is a part of the Jones clan, so I have to put some respect on that. But let's watch his first match.
Let's see what this guy was doing out here. All right. Okay. I see. He tries to go for a kakenage and gets countered. Can we watch that in closer? Can you zoom into that?
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Let's see.
And then pause it right as he's getting countered.
Okay. You're asking me to do a whole lot.
I mean, we got to critique people that need to be critiqued. And that's Mr. Ed Jonyehas.
Jonyehas, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. If I do this, I don't know how to go full screen, so I'm just.
It's fine. Don't need to go full screen as long as you can zoom into a.
Let's see
if you can figure out how to zoom into that,
bro.
I feel like you've done it before.
I don't know. Oh wait.
Hey, there we go.
Out.
There we go.
All right.
And then
let's see.
And then wait, pause it right as he's getting countered, and then zoom into that.
Okay.
Okay. He comes out. The tachi is not too bad. He's still kind of coming up high, I think.
Yeah, it's not a bad tachi, right?
Boom. I mean, you could do better. I don't know what. And he grabs the Mawashi, so that's a good thing. Could have beaten him right here, though.
Yes.
Uwate dashinage. He could have just gone for. He already has that over right here, but I guess the other guy has the back underhand by this
underappreciated grip here. That is an underappreciated grip. Right at the knot. Like it's really quite good. Especially like I would bring my elbow in a little bit more, but it's not a bad grip.
Well, the reason he was able to get that is because Edobo had decided to reach over the shoulder to grab the Mawashi, which is no. Right here, and he goes for that. He lifts what I don't remember this guy's name is leg up, but I think just had too much balance. He was underestimated the guy's balance. And then I think he pulled his arm out maybe as he was getting about to get tossed and then threw Edobo instead. Oh, it's mine. I was pointing at my dad like it was his, and it was not. You do have one at 7:15 though. All right,
we're keeping that in.
Cut that out.
But check it. So,
nice.
Ed also
does he get? Oh, he gets. Does he get a hand under behind Edobo's knee? He does,
Oh,
doesn't he?
does. Yeah, so
Oh, that's what.
his right hand checks Edible's knee, which then makes
Oh,
Edible.
then it'll lose his. Yeah. Okay, I see. So
Yeah,
it's not as like bad as you'd think it was. It's not completely Edible's
yeah.
fault then fart
I mean,
fault.
the we
Edible
gotta
didn't have to
definitely
go for that throw.
we gotta get this guy's name. All right,
Yeah,
definitely got to get his name, but to put some respect on it. But this is
yeah,
great grappling,
that's a good move.
right?
He saw that coming. He was like, oh no, so he put his hand into behind Edible's knee and then pushed forward, which
Yeah, that was awesome.
nice. That's a good move
That was
actually.
really good.
Okay,
Yeah,
Edible, I'll give you a little bit of a excuse right there. I'll give you a little bit of an excuse.
a little bit.
Make sure you watch this though.
Is there another lightweight match that you were vibing on?
That weird last one with Chad and Edo.
Okay, let me see if I can find that. Chad and Edo.
The last one, the last one.
Okay.
Now, Chad was a surprising one. I didn't think Chad. I mean, he has medaled before.
He
I
has.
think last
Yes,
year. Did he? No, maybe. Did he? Has he last medaled in nationals or just like other tournaments?
Well, okay, so at the Consulates Cup in middleweight, he beat me one round and
Oh
ended
yeah,
up
yeah,
coming in second, which
yeah.
I don't want to like brag or anything along those lines, but it's a legitimate thing. I might have been on
Yeah,
one
yeah.
knee, but whatever.
100%,
But
100%.
it was a good win. It was a good win. So I mean, and he beat Justin. I don't know though.
Justin.
I don't know. I'm
Illusion?
feeling
Justin,
like
was this rigged? Justin?
I don't. No, I can't imagine, but maybe. But maybe.
Justin, so you want to comment down here? Tell us
Yeah.
what you're feeling.
Yeah, Mr. Justin Kizzart-Jones. Go ahead and
Is everyone becoming a Jones?
everybody's coming to Jones. Everybody. But yeah, I think I have to rewatch that one, which we may have the capacity for. We may have the capacity for. Boop, 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 boop. So my friend,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still dealing with dead battery.
Oh, from your
So,
mouse?
yeah, so I'm gonna go get a new mouse. So I will.
All
be
right.
back.
All right. Cut out.
These Apple products suck.
They are sucky. Is it working?
Maybe. Let's see.
Maybe.
I'm back.
He's
I'm
back.
back. I'm back. All right.
He's back.
So, Justin. Nope, that's not who
We're
we're
gonna go
looking
for
for.
that one first. We're looking for
No,
Mr.
we're looking
Jonyehas.
for
Mr. Jonyehas
Chad.
versus Mr. Chad New.
Ooh, actually, before we do that, how about we see something that we all want to see?
We all want to see. Oh, Mr. Justin versus Mr. Edible. Strange
What a
Tatiais from both of them.
weird Tatiai. Like, I've never seen Justin do this. This is
Yeah,
the
he usually
worst
comes
Tatiai.
like out, bam, fast, hard, head first. But he kind of just stood up, and then Edible kind of just stagger feeted a little bit. He's like, huh, huh.
Look
Which
at
is
that.
strange.
Here. It's almost like he was trying to outplay Ed, but I think that this is where
No, the
Justin's
way
age.
Justin will be able to beat Ed is if he hits him hard.
Yeah, which
That's the way he's beaten them.
Justin had
past.
an amazing match against a really buff dude.
Really.
Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, it was a great match. And at the end, Justin was feeling it because he stuck his tongue out and went, ah. Okay, I found the match. All right, so watch this match. This is where Justin is doing literally his best sumo.
Mm-hmm.
sets up. Oh, shit.
Nice timing, JJ.
It was exactly where I was trying to pause. Boom.
Nice. Yeah. See
That right there. That is
he
Justin's touchdown.
is. I think the only issue I see there is
His
where are
feet.
his feet?
This is true, but his actual head-to-hand ratio
Oh yeah,
is
Oh,
good
100%.
enough,
Yeah.
especially at
timing.
lightweight, that it turns people into a Pez dispenser. Checking out where his head is on the neck,
right
this is,
here. Yeah.
bro, it
Ouch.
sucks. This is by far Justin's best variation of his tachiai. Yeah, of course, the whole foot situation, not underneath the body, is always going to be an issue. But I mean, this was pretty good, right? And so let's continue. Fights in. Whoop. Okay, so let's go back because we're out of frame. Zoom out a little bit.
There we go.
So it should be like right around here. Boop, boop.
Nice. He
Tongue
at
out,
least is
tongue
he's following through with his feet. They're following his where he's
Look at that
going.
tongue. Great body awareness, understanding sumo, right? That's just a veteran move.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Right? So, I think that was pretty dope. Let's see. We were looking for Ed and Chad.
The last one. For the championship.
We might not have it.
Have that one.
Oh, wait. Okay, so there's 2 against Chad, right?
Was there 2 or 3? 2, yeah.
Yeah, so it's back to back. So let's because Ed had to dig himself out of hell with the losers bracket.
He did a JJ in 2021, but the difference was Ed won and JJ lost.
Yeah, bro, the term there is he didn't shit the bed at the last minute. All right. All right. Okay.
JJ lost and Ed won.
Okay, so here we are. Boop, boop, boop. So this is the first match.
Yeah. Okay, this is the first one. Ed immediately gets the Mawashi.
Yep, and Ed does
Over and
his.
under.
He's been doing this a lot recently. His
Spins
circle
to side.
to the left side, and then from there he'll grab the Mawashi and then drag through. Ooh, look at that grip, Mr. Ed.
Ed,
Eddie,
what are you doing there, Mr. Edible?
Hear me out. Look at it's from the beginning. He circles to the side, brings him around, bop, and now from there, once he feels the off balance, he lifts the left arm and then pushes down with the right while following through with the body.
Yeah, but after this, where he is able to rotate his body to make sure that,
no, dude, that's just free fall. That's not an athletic endeavor. That's an intelligence, right? That's an intelligence.
He has athletic intelligence.
Okay. That's what we're saying. We're making stuff up and we're going to fusion words. Okay, let's do it.
We're using fusion words now.
Right.
This is our podcast, and we can do whatever we want to do.
This is also true. All right, so now let's watch probably the weirdest match in lightweight. Oh, there we go. So what's cool is it's almost identical on the size up, right?
Yeah,
which shows how good they are. Where their sumo stance is practically identical. Yeah. That's a good sign. So they know what they're doing.
Here, Edible mistake from Chad. He came up too high. Edible came out low as he should. He is one of the lightweights that come out the lowest, right? Like he's got that lower body strength to keep it.
Hear me out. Ed wasn't coming in as low as he normally
usually does. Yeah, because if he did, I would have arm blasted him to oblivion.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
Bam!
now from here, this is where it all gets weird.
Weird, yeah. And then already here, this was Chad's undoing. He was already stretched out on his toes, which was his mistake.
Yeah.
But the issue with this is Chad was never going to recover from this, and Edible was in such a position that there's not much he could have done.
I mean,
All he had to do was pull. I think Edible, all he had to do was pull, Dashinage, pull him down.
So this is where I think that athleticism plays a little bit more of a role and determination, right? So Ed understands that this is make or break, right? He understands that. So there is no universe where his arm hits the floor.
No,
that's not happening. That's just not.
Also his lower body is too strong for him to get crushed.
This
like
is true.
That.
And you can see that he's actually engaged. His whole body is engaged, and he's holding Chad up. Where Chad messed up is he repositioned his feet away from his body.
Yep, he should have kept it right here. He should have kept that left leg in front of him. Yep.
Yeah,
right there. But he moved back. Yep.
And that was on him. That was on him.
Yeah.
He lost that particular match. All right, so now let me.
Chad was not going to recover from this. He's just outstretched. There's nothing he's going to do.
Nothing.
Nope. Boop. Yep. And all that he had to do was a little bit of a rotation, and then Chad would have fallen.
I will say, the end of this is the best because Nicholas Ton was walking around with no shirt on. It reminded me very much of Ed walking around in a Mawashi 2 years ago during Nationals. I just want to say that.
Ed is always walking around with just a Mawashi.
This
walking
is
in front of cameras with his butt out.
So, you know what's funny about that is we have a demo coming up where we're going to focus in on anime and sumo. And there's that Hinamaru sumo show, and there's a point where the main character is just walking around in a Mawashi, and I'm like, oh, that's Ed. This is just Ed.
That is Ed. Let's look at our lightweight hope, Mr. Marshall Hatfield.
Mr. Marshall, is there a particular match that you were vibing on?
No, I can't remember the matches.
Okay,
which
no
is
problem.
Not a good thing, is it?
No, it's okay. It's all right. So we will start against the person that Ed lost to. I feel like that is a good place to start because we do understand that the reason that Ed lost was because the guy was real savvy. He used some really good techniques in there. There we go.
I don't know if Marshall saw that. Did he figure that out and watched? Still a little high from Marshall though. Made sure. I mean, he used it and lifted the guy out, but still, I think like.
Well, okay. So this is the thing about him. He's slightly shorter than Josh. That's just where the game's going to be.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little. He's like the lightweight Hokuseiho.
This is true.
Right?
This is true. It used to be Josh, now it's Marshall. Yeah.
He has more skills than Hokuseiho, to be completely honest. He doesn't have the same weight as Hokuseiho, but he has like that same like long limbs, so he has to kind of use what he's got, right? And he's healthy, his back is good, everything's moving in the right direction. So I can tell you, as a person that watched all of Marshall's matches, it's a lot of identical of that, right?
Okay.
So there's a lot of that.
Using his height and lifting people out.
I do want to circle over to women's lightweight for a second. There were a couple where I'm like, like there were some cool matches. So let's go ahead and start right here. So this is Nancy versus Jessica Hopper. Look at that pretty Tawada. Ooh-wee.
Oh, I wonder who got that for who and who brought it over from San Diego.
All right. And so as you can see, she's going for an Ashitori. And boop.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like
did Nancy's toes touch out first?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So let me zoom in. And play.
Oh yeah, right there.
Right there.
Ring awareness.
Exactly.
That's a thing.
Exactly. It is a thing. It is a thing. Well, let's go ahead and watch Nancy versus Liesel.
There we
Good.
go.
hand
Nancy's touch
position.
is a lot better than it used to be.
A lot better. Now, focus in on her elbow tension with her left hand. Boop.
Whoa.
Very, very good.
Very nice. Yeah. She's got that. She's clamping down on what's her name? Liesel.
Oh, I just had a stupid song. My ADD kicked in, and I was doing the "Ain't no holler back, girl. Ain't no holler back." Not good. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't. But
Crazy.
that was a good one. I do want you to watch Nancy's next match, and I just need you to tell me who won and who lost.
All right.
Because I've watched it multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously it doesn't matter. It's just in my own head, I start rewriting the match, and it's hard to see. And no matter where we're at, any camera angle, it's pretty hard to see. And again, I'm sure that there's a better angle that shows people what they wanted to see, but at the moment, I'm standing practically where the camera is. I'm not holding the camera, but I'm right about where the camera is.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Was this for third place? Probably, maybe.
I think this might have been to push into the end of the losers bracket. So yeah, this the loser takes third. The person that wins goes up.
To the final. Yeah. Ooh. You gotta slow that down and zoom in.
All right. Let's do.
Who's closer to the camera?
So that is it's Liesel, right? Is that Liesel?
No, that's Jessica.
No, that's Jessica Hopper. All right. Yeah. So inside leg sweep, Nancy is the further one away. Now look at Nancy's leg. Look at Nancy's leg. I'm gonna zoom in here. All right. So pay attention right here. All right.
I don't know. Oh. Isn't Jessica falling back already?
Yes.
So I think it would be Nancy's win.
This was during Ramadan, so I'm not 100% healthy mindset while all this is happening, but I don't believe Amanui was called. I will always push towards my people if it's a close one or whatever, and if I see what I think makes sense, I'll go with it. But I don't know.
Yeah,
the more I review it, because her knee never touched.
Yeah.
Her knee never touched. Not until clearly. This is the problem. When I say clearly, I can see the top or the bottom of her foot facing the west side, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I would say if anybody was a judge to even if just as close, even whatever you saw is what you saw. If it's close, just call them on. Somebody else might have seen something else. There's 5 people. There are 5 people. Even if one person saw something else, it's worth discussing. And even if you're not that person that saw something, it's still worth discussing because that person that saw something else might not put their hand up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think when I move on to judging anything that's close, I'll just be like, what do you guys see?
I do think that I swear at the opening ceremony, there was that they were saying that they were recording
Hmm.
via the volunteers,
Hmm.
and that would be for review. But I
Hmm.
never, at least from my perspective, again, Ramadan JJ is not the healthiest person.
Last
And
day, well, second to last day of Ramadan. So
it was rough. It was rough. But I do remember watching, and I'm like, I never saw them like look back.
Mhm.
And ultimately, what I did see them doing is they went back to
The
to
stream, the live stream.
to the live stream, which isn't exactly the best way to do that.
Yep.
But
Yep.
again, everything was smooth. Like I think ultimately the best people won. I think that's
Yeah.
how
No, I agree. I agree. I agree.
But just my own like coach's brain and my big heart and my dying of dehydration Ramadan brain, right? That was like, like there was a lot going on. All right. So next, I do want to see this kid from New York, the lightest guy there, who I absolutely loved his particular style. We're going to watch him versus
Oh,
Marshall.
AJ.
Yes. And so this is the thing. All right. Some people were saying his body was like chiseled, right? He was a Dorito with Cheetos. So he's like puffy Cheetos, like crunchy Cheetos with his limbs, and a Dorito, like a fresh Dorito chip body versus Marshall. All right. So as you can see from that start, boom, he leaps immediately to the left, goes for the Ashitori, right? But from there, he grabs that hammy and there's a little adjustment. He's a little high
Mhm.
and he kind of loses it. And he's like, no, 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 no. After he plants, he dips back deeper, changing his
Mhm.
level. And then from there,
Grabs it
pushes
and then
Marshall
takes
out.
him out.
Yeah. So that was, he had Marshall beat right from the beginning. And
Yeah.
you can tell that he knew exactly what he was going to do. What's nice about him, I think the New York club posted on Instagram him drilling this same technique in the Airbnb.
Wow. Okay.
So this was a part of his strategy, which is
Okay.
absolutely
Wow. It's not just like out, like he decided on the spot, like I do every single match.
No, he had thought and determination in a plan. So that was good. It was really good. Right? You don't have either one of those things. Hard determination.
Hey, I have thoughts. I have too many thoughts.
So yeah.
What's this? Why is my elbow facing upwards?
Do we want to see JJ's worst touch?
Yes, I do want to see JJ's worst touch.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know what happened here. I'm going to say that I was ready, but I don't think I was like caffeinated ready, right? I
Okay,
think I was
Mr.
still like
JJ.
a little sleepy, maybe. I was yawning. I don't know. Which way. I learned a lesson. All right. So let's go to that one real quick. Boop. All right.
This is against this is from
Sapati
Chicago.
Man. This is
Chicago,
Sapati Man.
Yeah.
All right. So watch what happens. All right. It's about to start. Let me bring this back a little bit so I get that little bad boy out of there. I'm ready, I think. Boop.
Let me touch you. Let me touch you. But you just threw him though. One more time.
So
Let me
I just
touch
stand
you.
up and I'm like, oh.
Let me touch you.
And you kind of can't tell, but my face gets hit. I'm not sure where, but I know I was bleeding in the mouth.
Oh no.
Somewhere,
That's like your
somewhere in
favorite place
there.
to
Maybe
bleed from,
it was the
JJ.
shoulder. And I was
It's like
like,
your
oh
favorite place to
no.
bleed from.
Immediately.
Oh, right there. Probably right there, yeah.
Immediately. I was like, oh, this is who Yama talks about, other Sapati Man. Because you don't know, but I do know that Yama talks about a Sapati Man. I'm like, oh, Sapati Man. So he hit me so hard in the face. I was like, oh my Lord. And so from there, it's all about distance management, right? Anytime that you're dealing with a Sapari person, it's about maintaining a grip and offsetting.
Keeping them close, yeah.
Exactly. Right. And he's good. Look, he starts moving back, trying to reposition. I actually went back and watched some of his matches. So him and Gabe, like I think he has 3 matches over Gabe in lightweight.
Ah,
So
okay.
so they both decided to puff up a little bit, just like me, and go to middleweight. But man, like you can see, boom, 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 and I keep my hand right on the armpit.
Under,
I've been working that particular position a lot because I've been working on trying to get my sumo more
You got your head in.
foundationally better.
Yep.
And
And
once I
then you
get
see
there,
resistance here. You feel that resistance, and his leg is up. His foot is up. Bam. Dashinage. Uate dashinage. Nice. Beautiful.
I
Beautifully
think
done.
I also like I was feeling it, and I think at this point I already had it, but I was
Yep.
like, I gotta keep going. Woo! It was a little extra at the end. I'm not gonna lie. Right? You know, it is what it is.
It feels good because you don't. That one you didn't even really need to use strength. It was all redirection. He was resisting. His foot was up. All you had to do was guide him a little bit, and then he was gone.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So now from here, I actually don't want to dive too much into my matches, but we should go back into me versus Josh on the very first one, because I think that God helped me on that particular one, because as I was being thrown, I was trying to like under rotate so that he fell first, but ultimately, I think he should have won that match.
All right, let's watch it.
Let's
watch it.
All right. Boop. All right.
There we go.
Still no touch.
Gets a double under. He's really good at getting the under, like the shitate.
Yep.
But you make sure you're in his chest, but he's trying to use his height and leverage to get you out.
Right there, that right. Oh man, that right. Why is my thing keep doing that? That right underhook, or no, left underhook is really good. And he beat me to a better grip because, as you can see, my right grip is only on the that first layer, but that top layer is actually pulling up, so it's not as useful as it normally is. And you can see I'm trying to like off balance, and it's not quite working.
Nope.
And we get right about boop, right here. So he turns in for the throw. He won.
Go back a little bit. Toss yours. Okay, you're outstretched. It's a close. Was it a monoi at all?
It was called monoi, and it was because of his particular body angle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But I think he is rotating a bit.
He is.
And I think that's a good point to make. If you're rotating, that means you have control.
That's it, right? Like I think that.
But was he rotating enough?
So that's the interpretation, right?
Yeah.
And so they ended up thinking that it was too close, and they called a rematch. Which
I mean, clearly you hit out first.
I definitely hit out first.
Yeah.
Right, like that's right there. So my
I don't know, like it's
before
difficult to
his
say
elbow.
because like when Edobo does it well, you see him clearly rotating enough, and he's almost landing on top.
He is landing on top. I think that makes it unarguable.
For sure, that's there's control in that. Like if you're landing backwards, then I would always say that doesn't matter. You lost.
Okay.
Is how I interpret it. But
so honestly, this particular match, I was like, man, like
I think rematch is a safe bet to do.
I went to the corner and I was like, I can't let this match happen like that again. So I just had to switch it completely.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, Ashley.
There we go.
So I mean, we might as well see what the adjustment was. I'm already dying. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you did it, JJ.
I don't know.
I would have.
So immediately I corrected the underhook situation.
Yeah, you
right?
got it
So
in there.
that was obviously the adjustment that I needed. I can't let him get that underhook. That's not going to make sense because from there he can wedge me up, right? Then from there it's all about head position and staying under. And
Yeah, just not
then
letting him get a
I
grip,
didn't want to
another
be
grip. Yeah.
I didn't want to be flashy per se. So I didn't want to like really focus, especially like him working with Joe and like
Mhm.
the twisting on the Tawada. I didn't want that to really be a scenario. So that's when I grabbed the leg.
Yeah,
and I got
and then just decided to take him out. Yeah. Hey, at least you didn't slam it on the ground.
that was my goal. My goal was not to slam. Right, I'm not here to hurt anybody, especially during the holy month. Wow, like that's all bad. All right, so now let's watch one of Ashley's matches, and it's going to be against my sister, Caitlin Jones.
From the Jones clan,
From the
Jonyehas.
Jones clans.
Caitlin Jonyehas.
Caitlin Jonyehas.
Ooh, too excited, too excited.
Too excited. All right,
Look at,
so
look at that. Ashley coming out. You see she's coming forward, but you see that foot coming out on the left?
Uh-huh.
Good job. See, yeah, she's an easy, made easy work of Caitlin.
Now, pay attention here. Watch the touch eye. That's actually the mat moving. But solid. Like everything was textbook.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, right? Ashley absolutely killed it. Where would you like to go after this?
I don't know.
Do you want to see Kellyanne? Cool. We're gonna stay away from me losing, right?
You want to go to Kellyanne's heavyweight?
Okay. All right. Cool. Whew, thank God.
We already know you lost. We already know you lost, JJ. So it's okay.
Thank you.
All of us saw you lose.
Okay.
All of us.
All of us.
All of us. Whoever the 30 views we get on minimum effort, those are all sumo people that watched nationals. So.
I do want to watch the last match between me and Gabe, and the reason why.
Okay, watch it.
I don't remember the second half of it. But if you know me, that's an issue.
JJ was halfway to heaven at this point.
I was in a holy place. I was definitely in a holy place. All right.
Look at that difference. Like, imagine this guy that was cutting down to lightweight, and this is what he was competing at in lightweight. This is not fair. No, so you have the better position here. I don't know what happened. You got your head in. He's trying to get his head in. He's trying to reposition your head, but you're not letting him. Of course, and you have those long arms that are like arms for like person that's 6 foot tall. Or more, actually. That's why you can't just, it's hard to keep JJ off of Yamashi. Yeah, see, you have the better position here.
Right here.
But you can tell Gabe, look, Gabe knows what he's doing because look at that left leg.
Yep.
Left foot. It's out in front of him.
Yep.
He's holding, his right knee is bent, so he's not like stretched completely like that. He knows what he's doing. Now he is high, and then you lost your head position, and that was the end for you.
That was the end.
It's hard because you're using so much muscles. You want to pop your head out. You want to, but you're not supposed to. And then that's where
I'm not there anymore.
Nope, you're gone.
I legit.
You're done.
I don't remember this.
You just existed in the moment.
I guess. Which, if you know me, I have a photographic memory of grappling matches. So, but I'm not there. I'm not here.
Yep. And then he got you with the Yorikiri.
Easy work. Great job, Gabriel.
Good job, Gabe. You did surprise me, but also you signed up. You always sign up late, so I can never put you on my predictions.
This is true. This is true. Great work. All right. So you wanted to see Kellyanne.
Yeah, heavyweight.
Kellyanne heavyweight. Do you remember which mat that was on?
Nope, no idea.
So no problem. Kellyanne heavyweight. All right. Do you want to pick a match?
One with arrows.
The one with arrows. Okay.
Two with arrows. I don't know how many they were.
Okay. Let's see. Where did they start? Were they the first match? Nope. They
Maybe.
were not. All right.
And then that will be our last one, I think.
No problem. Wow. All right. Found it. Here we go.
Here we go. So I don't know. Kellyanne's touch was fine. It was just Arrows had a head first touch eye.
Yeah, so it was a little bit of like the Justin syndrome, right?
Yeah.
So Kellyanne got the like that under grips that she's been.
That's what she was going for. You could see her arm,
but it's the head hit, and then Kellyanne went negative space, right? She went back, and as she went back from there, you can see Kelly starts stepping forward, trying to get the position, right? And from that overhook, Arrows just offset her just a little bit and stayed tight, right?
It's just at this point, it's just out muscling Kellyanne, right?
It is, right? If you think about it, like Kellyanne for sure is in a better position. She has the underhooks, the head position at that particular point is not relevant for either one, right? Because they're, but it's chest just chest, Arrows is just so strong out from muscle, there, right?
Yep, out muscle. That's it. There, I think the thing with Kelly and Eros is Eros out muscles Kelly.
I honestly, hear me out. I think that a better strategy, and this is just me right now thinking about it, is you see how Kellyanne gets the deep underhook with the left?
Yeah.
I think that if she would have switched from grabbing the Mawashi to hiking up with like feeding her underhooks deeper in, I feel like that would have been a better
reversed it. Yeah.
Right.
It's hard in the moment, right? While watching it, you can think of anything you can, but in the moment, you're trying to figure out how to not lose at this point.
Well, and this is the thing. During this point, I was as emotional as emotional could be. So I wasn't even that sound, right? Like I think I watched it, and it wasn't until like afterwards I was like, oh man, like we could have done this, or this. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is.
It is what it is. And that was our match review of Nationals.
That's right. That's right. This was a fun one. We have every match from Onu Sumo and beyond. So if someone's like, man, can you guys review our match and tell us what you think, you losers?
And if you want us to review more of Edobo's matches, we will do that and critique him if you want. You know, anything you want. If it's Justin or Edobo, we'll do it.
Yeah. If it's Justin, Edible, we got you.
And JJ, of course, and JJ.
I don't want to look at any more of my matches.
Yeah, I have the same issue watching myself. I'm like, yeah, that's a good win, but when I lose, I'm like, what am I doing?
Bro, I don't even want to watch my wins. I like, especially as I'm getting ready for being the head coach for the US team. I'm like,
huh? Have you been nominated?
Oh, we'll talk about it. we will definitely talk about it at a different time. But what I will say is, see ya, sayonara, ja mata.
Mata. Bye.
Then I'm effort to the max. Sumo wrestling, no tracks. JJ and Mengkin just relax. Life affords with chill acts. Legend falls and strives. Sumo tales bringing lives. We just chat, no surprise. Lost in stories that thrive. No edits, no fuss. Sumo tales just for us. In this groove we trust. It's the lazy talk